that the Chicago Sky were also playing the Brazilian national team
In an era when the WNBA is fighting to reclaim its spotlight, a seismic shift is underway. The league, once relegated to playing in smaller venues with modest ticket sales, is now witnessing unprecedented excitement. Fans across the nation are witnessing history in the making as arenas fill up and record-breaking prices are set for preseason matchups. At the heart of this transformation are two figures whose influence couldn't be more polarizing: the meteoric rise of Caitlin Clark versus the much-hyped yet ticket-struggling Angel Reese. Not too long ago, the conversation was dominated by talk of the Chicago Sky's efforts to capture attention on the court. That team, which recently took on the Brazilian national team at LSU, found itself in the middle of a narrative that not only questioned its drawing power, but also the broader shifts in the league's fortunes. The season opener in Louisiana was more than just a game, it was a showcase, a testing ground where ticket scalpers, casual fans, and hardcore enthusiasts all converged to witness what some are calling a new chapter in women's basketball. When one examines the numbers, the differences between the two marquee names in the league become strikingly evident.
LSU. Oh my goodness. Oh, hellfire.
On one side of the coin, we have Caitlin Clark, whose preseason debut has already spurred a frenzy in the secondary ticket market. Within a matter of minutes, some reports even suggest as few as 40 to 42 minutes, tickets for the Indiana Fever's game featuring Clark were completely snapped up. Resale prices have since soared, with some seats listed at figures exceeding $11,000. Even standard seating options, which can fetch anywhere between $28 to $60 on various platforms, tell a story of high demand and undeniable star power. In stark contrast, the Chicago Sky's efforts to build excitement around Angel Reese have met with a very different response. Despite Reese's boisterous pre-game proclamations about revolutionizing the game, the numbers speak a quieter, more somber truth. The Sky's preseason contests have seen unsold seats and sluggish ticket sales. Even with all the media buzz and bold claims that Reese is the reason the WNBA is capturing fan attention, her individual draw on game day has yet to translate into a comparable surge in ticket demand. It is as if the market itself is sending a message. While hype and social media clout can create buzz, it is undeniable game-changing talent and the results it produces that truly commands an arena. Take, for example, the Indiana Fever's recent ticket sales. When tickets were released for the Fever's matchup against the Brazilian national team at their home facility, a game which many expected to be a mere exhibition, demand skyrocketed.
Fever Iowa, those tickets sold out in under an hour. Here it says 40 minutes. I saw somewhere 42 minutes, but very, very quickly, let's just put it.
Season ticket holders, local donors, and even the general public rushed to secure seats as soon as they went on sale. In some venues, every available ticket was snapped up in under an hour. The resale market exploded almost immediately, with some tickets making the jump from affordable entry-level prices to jaw-dropping price tags. On platforms like Vivid Seats and StubHub, prices for a ticket to witness Caitlin Clark's magic have been listed anywhere from $3,800 to figures approaching $11,000. Contrast this with the pricing dynamics seen on the Chicago Sky side. While there are occasional listings, one even floating at $8,000 on some scalper sites, the overall market remains subdued. Many genuine fans who long for a quality WNBA experience have found that watching the Sky play isn't commanding the same premium. In one striking example, tickets for a Chicago Sky game at LSU were reported to be available for as little as $20 to $60, depending on the section. This wide variance in pricing is reflective of an underlying narrative. The excitement that fans are feeling for the Indiana Fever, driven by Caitlin Clark's dynamic presence, far outstrips the anticipation for the Sky's product, despite the loud boasts coming from Angel Reese. The contrast between these two players is more than just about ticket prices. It's emblematic of a deeper split in the narrative of women's basketball. On one side is Caitlin Clark, a rookie whose impact is being felt both on the stat sheet and in the hearts of fans. Her ability to pull up from half court as if it were routine and to dish out passes with an almost robotic precision that one might jokingly attribute to NASA programming has redefined expectations for what a rookie can achieve. Every time she steps on the court, the energy is palpable. In arenas that once struggled to pack more than a few hundred spectators, the Fever now regularly sell out large NBA-caliber venues, and the demand continues to soar.
Reseller $568 to $2,010 per ticket. The Sky at LSU. As you can see here, and I think this was this morning when I saw this.
To put it into perspective, consider the resale market numbers. On one hand, the Indiana Fever's game tickets have escalated rapidly in price, reflecting not only the scarcity of available seats, but also the fervor of a fan base in full force. On the other hand, tickets for the Chicago Sky games have often been listed at prices that are comparable to everyday fast food deals, prices that many have humorously likened to McDonald's value meals. Now, this is not to say that the quality of basketball is in question, but rather that the market is speaking. It's not just about flashy promotion and social media hype. It's about performance that fills arenas and makes every seat count. In a fascinating twist that underscores the volatility of the market, even franchises that once scoffed at the potential of the emerging star have been forced to adjust. The Washington Mystics, for instance, recently made headlines for a decision that was as pragmatic as it was telling. Once a team that was content with a modest fan base and relatively small venues, the Mystics found themselves compelled to move their games to larger stadiums. The reason? The undeniable pull of Caitlin Clark and the ripple effects of her impact on the league. Mystics owner Ted Linus, who had previously downplayed the media's fascination with Clark, had to confront the new reality when it became apparent that ticket demand for games featuring the rookie sensation was off the charts. The decision to shift to larger arenas was not merely an operational adjustment. It was a clear acknowledgement of a new era in WNBA viewership. Fans are not only hungry for quality basketball, they are willing to pay a premium to witness it live. And when the numbers are so staggering that even a well-established team like the Mystics must pivot, it speaks volumes about the transformative power of a true superstar. The situation with the Mystics is illustrative of a broader trend. For years, some within the league dismissed the rising interest in certain players as a passing fad, a transient social media storm rather than a signal of deeper change.
Still available. Ticket prices I saw where someone else put you could get them for $28. Here you can see $20 to $60. Huge difference in the motion.
However, the resounding reality is that the market is not easily swayed by mere rhetoric. When game after game demonstrates that a player's presence can elevate the entire experience, leading to sold-out arenas and record-breaking secondary market prices, skeptics are forced to confront a hard truth. It is not enough to shout about revolutionizing the game. You must deliver results that resonate with fans, both in performance and in drawing power. One of the most striking aspects of this new era in the WNBA is the stark disparity in ticket prices between marquee players. Let's break down some of the figures which serve as a proxy for the value fans place on live performance. For games where Caitlin Clark is on the floor, the secondary ticket market has been nothing short of astonishing. Prices for premium seating have soared to levels that, in some cases, reach as high as nearly $12,000. This is not just a case of a rookie with potential, it is the real-time market valuation of a player whose every move electrifies a crowd. Even when compared to the pricing of standard seats, which range from a modest $28 to $60, the overall narrative is clear. Clark is the player who is shifting the paradigm. In contrast, the pricing for Angel Reese's appearances is frankly laughable by comparison. On platforms such as StubHub and Vivid Seats, while there have been sporadic listings with high asking prices, one even reaching an eyebrow-raising $8,000, the general consensus remains that her draw is minimal.
$1,925 all the way down to $499. All right, so this is the Fever versus the Brazilian women.
Some listings, depending on the market and the section of the arena, hover around the $20 mark. And if we look at other teams in the league, such as the Las Vegas Aces led by A'ja Wilson, tickets can sometimes be found for as little as $19. A price point that almost seems too good to be true when compared to the premium demanded for a Caitlin Clark game. What does this disparity reveal? It's a confluence of factors. First, it shows that when a player's performance transcends expectations and redefines what fans can expect from a live event, they can command an entirely different market. Second, it speaks to the very nature of hype versus substance. Angel Reese, for all the noise on social media and the bold proclamations about her game-changing ability, has not yet delivered on the court in a way that convinces the fan base to pay top dollar. Meanwhile, every time Caitlin Clark steps out, she reinforces a new narrative, one where every pass, every shot, and every play contributes to an experience that fans are willing to invest in heavily.